Hey everybody, Japman025 here. Today I'm taking a look at one of my older master grades, the Gundam NT-1, also called the RX-78 NT-1. This was an upgraded version of the original RX-78-2, specifically for new types, and more specifically Amuro Ray himself. This was going to be his upgrade, but that never happened, and if you want to know why, you can watch the series Gundam 0080 War in the Pocket, where this Gundam is from, rather. Now, this is one of the older master grades, so let's have a look and see what we got. Now, when you first look at them, you notice two things. One, this is an old master grade. It really does look the part of the old style kit. Lots of panel lining, lots of little painting you got to do in different sections with black. A lot of detail work needed. It is a little too heavy on the stickers for a master grade. Those red sections on the knees, eyes, all the cameras, they're all stickers. The stickers for the different areas on the kit that could have been dry transfers and look a lot better, but again, it's a sign of the times. This was one of the first master grades ever made. Poseability ain't bad at all. Nice big bend out of the knees, hips aren't a problem, elbows are okay, shoulders are okay. The feet are just giant blocks, but the ankles are nice and good, nice and flexible, so you can get some nice poses out of that. Balance is alright as long as you have both feet firmly planted on the ground. Now, one neat little feature, it has these rubber parts for the joints in the shoulders. Kind of looks like coverings to protect those joints. It was kind of a neat little fad they did for the original master grades, and I really liked them. I thought it was a neat little accessory, and apparently I was the only one because it didn't last. 3-1 and then the thumb hands, nothing fancy here. A little strong on the hands. You can flip that latch open real easily and see the pilot inside. And as you see here, you have some machine guns under the forearms. One on each. These latches just lift right up so you can have those machine guns, and he can be pointing them at the enemy. This is one of my favorite things about this kit. It has a neat look to it, works real well, no problems whatsoever. And like I said, it's just a nice little accessory, nice little look to this kit. I always like that about the NT-1. Beam rifle, nothing fancy. A little bit of panel lining, one decal. Have a removable ammo pack. Nothing too terribly fancy about this gun. It is surprisingly tricky to hold on to with the kit. You gotta really latch it into that hand, and it's hard to get it perfectly even. The shield is a really, really nice shield. I really do like the shield on this kit. You have that big Alex across the shield. The Alex was kind of the nickname for this kit by the prototype crew. And that's one big old giant dry transfer. So you got to be really careful with those big dry transfers, especially these, because they are so important to the look of the kit. Has a latches onto the forearm, and a handle for the hand to go into. No problems holding this guy at all. Any pose you want, any way you want it, not a problem. And looks really good. I really like the way this kit looks with its shield. Beam sabers. 2 on the backpack, simple little poly cap and plug. 2 blades, pink, no problem holding that beam saber at all. Nowhere near as bad as the gun. Also hands, 2 fist style, 2 open style, to go with the 3-1 and thumb. But the big accessory is all of this. This is the armor for the NT-1. When the NT-1 first appears in the anime, it's wearing a giant set of armor that kind of makes it look like a tank. This all latches on. It has swivels or poly caps that latches right over the top of the Gundam. You don't have to take anything off to put this on. It just goes right on top of the Gundam as is, and does a fairly good job of it. It is a little complicated to get all this on there, but once you got it, you're basically fine. There's no issues. The only thing that could happen occasionally is the back skirt armor will fall off every once in a blue moon, and the front skirt armor will fall off every once in a blue moon. Again, that rarely happens. The rest of the armor is rock solid, no problem at all. It does hamper poseability a little bit in terms of the elbows, but not much, but the legs are perfectly fine. Final thoughts on this kit. This is a good kit, and it gets a thumbs up. But you got to realize it's one of the older style kits. comparing this to a modern day master grade isn't fair. They're a completely different animal. This is one of those kits that kind of needs a 2.0 or a version Ka or something. It needs some kind of an update. Are you listening, Bandai? It's still a good kit. If you're just getting into Master Grades, this is a good place to start. If you're just getting into Gunpla in general, this is a good place to start. This is a good, solid kit, but if you're expecting the highest technical abilities and the most advanced Master Grade out there, this ain't it. But still, good kit, thumbs up. Well guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope you found it informative. If you have any questions, please ask them. Please leave a comment. You guys know I love reading them. Please stay tuned for more. I always got more reviews coming, and I will see you guys next time. Oh, and one more thing. There is one more feature about the NT-1 I forgot to mention. There is a button on this kit that if you press and leave the room for 10 minutes, when you come back, almost by a miracle, a hamburger will have appeared. Sometimes it's a cheeseburger. Now, this would normally be great. I mean, free cheeseburgers, free hamburgers. The problem there being is when you actually try it. You see, it tastes really, really odd. I'm not quite sure what it's made of. I might not want to know.